Morning. I just woke up at 7:30, just ran downstairs, grabbed a quick breakfast, and I'm just going to make myself a cup of tea because we're hitting the road and meeting outside in about 3 minutes. So it's a bit of a surprise where we're going today. I think we're just going to follow the weather, see what happens. Grassroof Fort with all snow around it, gorgeous mountains behind it, and literally the second we pulled up another tour van pulled in behind us, so we don't have the place to ourselves because I want to run around and get from different angles, but at the same time we can't be running in front of everyone else's shot even if we were here first. But it is a gorgeous location. We had a little hint of colour in the sky, but it's already faded off, but I still think it's a nice moody light up. There's also red cabins a bit further down that I might just take a ramble down to there as well. More red cabins down there. I was about to head down there, look behind me, and the cloud is coming over, so we're about to lose the light here. So I think we're just going to leave here and head further down the road and chase the light and see if we can get something else. One more shot here, just while we're waiting for one of our group to come back. I'm zoomed in there, what am I at, about 135 mil, but we'll zoom back out. I'll just show you these red cabins right at the base of these mountains here. If I can. I was going to walk down, but again, those other photographers are going down and we're heading off somewhere else just to chase the light, but I'm just put the big lens on and I'm going to just take a couple of snaps there before I go. The mill on 7200. We've arrived at a new location, and just before the sun comes over the hill, I'm going to shoot. Let me see if I can zoom in, see if you can see it. There's a nice white house down there with a nice red one beside it, right at the foot of the mountain. If they're shown on this, that's what I'm going to shoot first. And then there's a man-made causeway here going all the way down, and the stuff on the other side as well. Frozen water, mountains behind us, everything. So should get a few shots there. Leading line there right down into the mountains. You can walk down this as well out there. Frozen water on this side, it's moving on this side. Let's see what we can do with the big lens. Like, the road is literally so I'm just going for a bit of a scout around. Looks like frozen water here. Oh yeah, all the bits of ice. And thing is, there's not much looking out that way. But I'm thinking I may just use the ice here, the way this little path curves around. You can even walk out onto it as a leading line down. There's a bridge down at the end. And one of our group in a red jacket is about to walk towards the bridge, so I'm thinking I may set up here, get the tripod low and get the ice of them walking over. The person on the bridge is a bit too far away because I've put my wide angle back on, so I'm going for a shot with the ice there, like I said, but I'm just going to slightly turn my camera and go wide just to pick up this mountain peak here, and then I'm going to walk out there, turn back around so I can look back at these mountains with some ice as well. I'm setting up here for a shot with this ice here, and there's a man in a yellow jacket about to walk by, obviously a local guy down the road. Oh, I can just about see his reflection in the water as he went by. Let's go. Okay, this is nice, but I don't know if you can see my screen. I need to pull back a little bit just to get this in the corner because I don't want to cut off just about as far as there. I've got my camera set up here now, but I'm liking, there's just one little piece of ice here starting to melt. And this rock, the broken ice here, it is a road there and these mountains behind. But I'm thinking I'm going to put a polarizer on just so I can see through the reflection here and see all these rocks. I might even be able to just stand use there for a minute. Yeah, it is cold, so I have my hat and my hood and everything else, and polarizer I'm looking for. I think this is it. Just let me check. CPL, yeah, that's circular polarizer. I'll just take out the UV that I have in, switch that back into that case to keep it safe. I'll pop this one in. This will make a massive difference for me being able to see through the water rather than just getting the reflection. Now I'm going to be able to pick up the rocks that are actually in the water. I love that little piece of ice that's just starting to melt. Okay, I'm just going to slow my shutter speed a bit so I can see. And turn this. Let me just take a tester shot there. I really wish I'd have brought my grad filters with me, do you know that? Because with all the snow and all, your sky gets completely blown out. Well, I did bring the grad filters, just not the holder for them. I just like that one little piece of ice there. I may just take one in the middle there just in case, although it should be fairly sharp. It's at F11 there, so. This is the old, it's a man-made causeway that runs all the way down there. Nice reflection, but it's a bit boring on its own. But when you see the mountains behind it, when you zoom in, and maybe even this little line I have here with the yellow grass. So you've got a straight line coming down on the left, you've got a straight line in the middle, but then that curves around and leads you back into where the guys are standing there. And the ice does the same thing on this side, curves around and just back in, nice little line. It would be lovely from up higher, actually. A drone shot could be really nice here. Anyway, I'm going to take this shot. I'm just going to get my tripod a bit higher, I think. I think I may switch back to my 7200. I see a shot here just along this causeway looking through the rocks. Those two houses that I shot when I first got out of the van, I just have a different angle. And there's 3 or 4 trees on the right of the red hut, just snowy mountains behind it. I think it'd be nice. There's also a yellow house over there and another white house over there, but there's a bit of light coming in on that one. But they're nicer houses. But I'm just going to take my 7200 back out and try a few shots. I'm at the bin shooting here, just looking down this way. I did a little bit of a panel, just 2 shots, so I can get this wall leading down with all this water and a bit of ice, and the mountains just from there as far as that big peak over there on the right. So let me get my 7200 back out. That lens cap on there. And this bottom leg is slipping down as well. I loved this tripod when I first got it, but now it's starting to bug me. Everything is becoming loose on it and just not going the way I want it. So, as I was saying, let me turn this around again. This is the shot I was going for. I'm just going to try the landscape first. I may go into portrait mode as well, but let me just line it up first and see how she looks. Tilt it down a little bit. You get a little bit of the snow in the foreground here. And a little bit of a reflection, and I'm just going to up my shutter speed a bit. And where's my polarizer I had on there? I can just turn this because I don't particularly need it. Yeah, it's not doing much here anyway, so I'm just going to put my focus on the house there. It seems to be moving a bit to make sure it's all tight. And let me just hit that shutter and have a look. And just review. It's beautiful. I am catching the very edge of the wall on my frame, which I originally wanted in the last shot, but I don't want it in this shot. So I can either just move more to the right or I can zoom in. I'm actually in all the way, so I'm just going to move slightly more to the right with my button here. That should do it. Oh, there's a bird flying by, although I'm at a slow shutter speed, so he'd be blurry. And another one. Well, I'm tempted to go to a faster shutter speed now because there's birds flying by. And there's another one. No, just for a minute. I'm going to have to up my shutter speed, which means I need to drop my aperture down. And just see if I can catch some of these birds real quick. It might be nice just to have the birds flying over, because it's more or less a white sky, a grey sky against the white mountains in front, and then you've also got a white house, but the mountain behind the actual white house doesn't have as much snow on it. There's more birds, so it's dark, so the white house stands out against that, and then there's the red house, and again that's against the black mountain, so it stands out with the red, but then the trees look really dark from here, but they're against the white mountain, so it just works. And because there's so much water in the foreground, it actually looks like snow, but it's water. It's all reflections on it and all. It's lovely. Some of those birds are coming into land over there, whatever they are. Yeah, I really like this shot. Beautiful. Being careful not to overexpose it, because the snow on the mountains can be tough going. Shots just looking out that way as well. I'm gonna head back down. There's no point walking down the other way, there's nothing down there. It's very slippy here, this road's all ice, but I have spikes on my shoes, so it's good. I think going the other side down at the van, maybe one of them's on the other side, because me and the other Irish person on the trip seem to be the one taking the most photos, so the others are all Americans. So I'm just, if they're not ready to leave yet, I'm going to cross the road and see if I can get some shots over that side as well. Just going to take a little walk down here to see if there's a shot just down at the ice here. That is a nice leading line with them mountains even from here. So I'm going to take this shot right here first. That's pretty nice. And then I'm going to walk out along this thing down to the end and just try and shoot the mountains over there. Really loving this scene here with the mountains and this leading line, the way it just curves around here. It's coming out great in the shots as well. There's a couple of yellow-beaked swans over there, but I just want these mountains and this leading line. There's just so many shots here. I have a shot from further back so you can see the whole coverage of the thing going off both ways, the pathways, but this one I just love the reflections of the water, everything. So beautiful.